I was thinking about school the other day, back when I was a kid, and I asked myself, why the hell don't I remember anything? I mean, after carefully reading my books and studying for 20 seconds straight, my brain just rejected every useful piece of knowledge and promised me a brighter future by playing Street of Rage and eating cherry yogurts.
Yay!
So, is my brain the problem? No, it's because of history. Of course! History is basically weird dudes wearing wigs, bad paintings, and people pointing at things for no reason. It's like being forced to watch the worst movie ever, except the director pauses every single frame and screams, "Memorize this for the rest of your life, or you will fail at everything." You little motherfucker. So I fixed it. I made a full game to trick my own brain into learning boring stuff. How? Easy. I packed it full of the only things my brain respects. Particle explosions, big pixels, growing numbers, flashing text. Basically, constant dopamine. Rules are simple. You just place historical events on the timeline tape where you think they belong. Get it right, and you keep going. Get it wrong, and it's game over. You want me to care about history? Just give Cleopatra dual pistols and some badass sunglasses. Okay, not that far. Let's rewind. How do you even make a fun history game? From the start, I know I'll need a lot of pictures for this game. And I also know one thing, I don't want to draw them. So I need a way to make existing pictures fit the game aesthetic. This way, it won't feel like 5 different games in one. The plan? Pixelated images and a strict color palette to keep consistency. So here's the idea. Grab the Mona Lisa of Wikipedia, resize it to 32 by 32 pixels, and recolor it with the game's palette. So I just needed a tool to recolor images into a chosen palette. Easy, right? Guess what? No such tool exists. So YOLO! I made my own. I don't need you, society. I called it Total Recall. Because every serious project needs a dub name. Wrote some code, tested it. Boom! Error! No module named pill. Tried to install it. Boom! Pipe not found. Tried to remember how Python environments even work. Created one after 3 failures. Finally installed Pelo. Pipe screamed at me, "New version available." I ignored it, because updates are for cowards. Second test. Boom! Error! No module named numpy. Installed it, ignore the update warning again. Third test, even worse error. Fixed one stupid line of code. Fourth test, it worked. It actually worked. Before, after, result, amazing. Okay, we don't really recognize the Mona Lisa anymore. But hey, it'll do. And since I don't want to recolor 100 images by hand, I made the script batch process an entire folder. Boom! Automation! Now I can recolor my whole history library in one command. The script became my new best friend. Now that images are working, I needed a proper art style. A retro one. So where do you go for that? Low Spec, the free supermarket of color palettes made by way more talented people than me. I scroll, and then bam, found it. This palette was absolutely perfect. The guy who made it, a genius. Not only did he give me the vibe I wanted, he also gave me an idea. Remember when I said history was like the worst movie ever? Of course we do, you little son of a... Well, what if I made that literal? What if history in my game actually plays out like a film on a reel? This artist basically unlocked my brain. So, thank you, Becky? Something. Whatever, I'm stealing your work. Thank you. Goodbye. Art style found. Next. When I was a kid, I used to sit by the window with a roll of camera tape, holding it against the sunlight to pick at those tiny black and white pictures. For a moment, I felt like I discovered a secret cheat code of life. Turns out, every kid did the same thing. Still, it felt like magic. So that's exactly the vibe I want for this game. Watching history scroll by on a film reel like a secret movie just for you. Step 1. Make a camera scene. Import the camera sprite. Pixel art looks blurry. No, we want crispy, blocky pixels. So project settings, filter to nearest, better. Step 2. Create a piece of tape with an over-pixelated image on top. Big pixels, baby! That's the whole point of this project. Step 3. Put everything together in a main scene. Quick mockup, launch the game, and the camera looks way too small. But worry not! I learned from my last video. My first button was invisible, then tiny, then half eaten by the screen. After around 15 attempts, and forgetting how to spell global 5 times, I finally had a button that worked. And I failed again, multiple times. Perfect. Finally got the resolution right. Now for the fun part, the tape. I set up a scroll container with an H-box container inside, added some tape cells, and they stacked up like some kind of lasagnas. Fixed it with minimum size tweaks. Removed spacing, perfect. But when I try to scroll, nothing. Why is it invisible? Alright, clip content was on. Untick that, okay, tape is back. But why are there two mysterious gray balls at the corner? Oh, scroll bars. Hide them, boom. Now let's actually test the scrolling. No, still doesn't move. No problem. Let's click on random settings. Boom, it scrolls. Don't ask why. This is magic. Alright, scrolling works. Next step, let the player insert new events. For that, I need to detect when the mouse is hovering between two tape cells. So I slap a square collider on the side of each cell, wire up the signals, test with debug prints, and it works. Time to show the player a preview of where their new cell will go. Introducing the Ghost Cell. Terrifying name, but it's just kind of a placeholder. First test, nothing happens. Why? Oh, wrong signal connected. Rookie mistake. Second test, it works. Kinda. Except the last cell blinks so fast it looks like a real ghost haunting my timeline. Oh, too scary. I fixed it. Added a quick visual hack so I can tell which one is the ghost. Ugly, but functional. Then I made the ghost clickable to confirm player's choice. And it works. Until I try inserting another one, which doesn't work. Why? Because I forgot to connect the signals on newly created cells. Another rookie mistake. Fixed it. And boom! We now have the core tape mechanic working. Alright, tape mechanic is cool, but right now it's just a glorified single Excel row. Let's make it an actual game. Each cell needs info, a title, an image, and most importantly, a date. So I created a cell data resource class and started filling it with historical events from my big markdown list. Next, I made a game manager. It keeps track of everything: levels, game phases, success or failure conditions, that kind of stuff. Added one default cell to mark today at the end of the day, so players always know where the timeline stops. Hooked up signals so the game manager knows whenever a new event gets placed. Test it? Error. Non-existent blah blah blah. Okay, added it. Test again? New error. Invalid access blah blah blah. Cool. My favorite kind of crash. Use my brain this time. Fixed it. Now cells actually change their data when placed. Resetting the game now works. Wrong answer? Boom, back to start. And just like that, the basic rules are in. We have a working loop. So, the game has rules now, but the player has no clue what they're actually placing. Just creepy pixel blobs that 50% of the time don't even look like anything. But hey, that's the point, right? Creepy pixels with suspicious color choices. We love it! So clearly the problem isn't the pixels, it's the player. But still, let's give him a hint. Step 1. Make a new scene called Cell Descriptor. Quick mockup, add a title label, description label, and a sprite to show the event's texture. Looks ugly, but who cares? Functional is all we need for now. Step 2. Slap it in the main scene. Test it. Whoa, it works! Player can now see what event they need to place. And I'm impressed. That was way too fast. No bugs? Suspicious. Step 3. Add a level counter. Now every time you place an event, the counter goes up. Ah, here's my bug. Counter doesn't reset when you lose. Fixed. Done. Step 4. Let's also help the player by showing the dates of events already placed on the tape. So I add labels under each tape cell, connect some code to update them, test it, and nothing shows up. I wonder if... No way! There they are! Labels exist! Perfect! Now the player has all the info they need. The UI is an absolute dumpster fire of text boxes and placeholders. But it works, which means it's makeover time. Let's make this ugly UI sexy. I want players to feel like they're back in school. So for the event descriptions, I went with the classic paper sheet look. Redraw it a few times to get it right. Then added a background image, way too strong. Distracts from the important stuff. Solution? Shaders, which means stealing shaders from the greatest free shader supermarket of all time. Because let's be real, writing shaders is like trying to talk to aliens. I don't speak alien, but I do know how to copy-paste. Started simple. Added a blur to the background. Nice, subtle, elegant. But then, something happened. Something I still can't explain today. I went full shader addict. Woodstock rainbow, acid tripped shaders, infinite starfields, screensaver style. Couldn't stop. Total shader bender. And then I found the one. This Balatro style shader. Had to try it. After a few tweaks, it was magic. Like staring into a holy time spiral. So thanks. Whatever. I'm stealing your work. Thank you. Goodbye. So now the UI is fixed. Looks better than ever. But something's still missing. The game looks stiff. Dead. need is the juice. Place an event correctly and you get the full show. Particles exploding, a photo flash that makes you feel like a star, and the sweetest thing of your life. Now every new event doesn't just appear, it slides in like it owns the place. Next level? Not just a number going up. Oh no, it flashes and quickly shrinks on itself, scream at you, you did it! And if you fail, a big panel of shame pops up, showing exactly what you missed. Click anywhere and boom, you're back in the fight. And if you manage the impossible and place every single event in history correctly, you get the legendary congratulations panel. I've never seen it myself, but hey, maybe you will. I dare you. So, did I fix my memory with this project? No, I am still terrible, even at my own game. But now, being ignorant is way more fun. And that, my friend, was an epic waste of time.